Hello friends, I'm Janelle and this is Freely Eats. Today I am so excited to show you this gluten-free cinnamon roll recipe made with sourdough starter. So no yeast is needed. Let's get started. To get started, we are going to take 20 grams of powdered psyllium husk. Now I'm adding 265 grams of milk, warmed. Whisk this together. You'll want to make sure the milk is warm so that it absorbs with the psyllium husk in the best way possible. Make sure it's not hot because that could damage your starter, but just warm. I am using Better Than Milk powder, which is reconstituted with water. It's a soy-based milk, but you can use other milks too. Alright, now we need 6 grams of vanilla. Now we need our gluten-free starter, which I have some at Peak Rise here, 275 grams. We need 300 grams of Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1, the blue bag. 50 grams of sugar. I'm using raw turbinado sugar. 6 grams of salt, 50 grams of potato starch, I'm stirring the flours together, then combining it with the starter, and finally with the psyllium husk. Before I finish stirring this, I'm going to get out my butter. And I'm going to soften this whole thing. We're going to use half now, half later. So I am going to divide it into 2 bowls before softening it in the microwave for 15 seconds. Okay, I'm going to put it just a little bit longer. Another 15 seconds, depending upon how cold your butter is. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands because I always feel I can get a better knead going with my hands. And there'll come a point where it's just really hard to incorporate any more flour into the dough because it is so dry. And at this point, go ahead and add 1 bowl of butter. You can use a bread machine to make this easier and just beat it for 2 minutes. Ready to roll! I'm aiming for about 8.5 by 19 inches. Every so often, I'm going to stop to push the edges in and out so that I get corners on the sides. and the right shape dough. If the dough starts sticking, I'm going to add a little bit of flour. Stuffing again to even it out. Alright, that looks about right. I'm going to measure it. We have 9 inches by 19. There we go. Just right. Now we're going to put our butter. Now we're going to spread it out. Attention to getting the edges farthest to the right and left, but kind of trying to skip the edge at the bottom because that'll help make it stickier and help our buns to stick together. So I'm leaving about a ½ inch or so unbuttered at the bottom edge. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to mix 2/3 cup of brown sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon together. And sprinkle it over. I'm going to remove any hard chunks. And smooth it evenly over the whole piece of dough. Now you can put in whatever goodies your heart desires. I love raisins and also chopped pecans. Now it's time to cut. I am cutting at every inch. You can cut thicker cinnamon rolls, however, they will need a longer baking time. I like these because you can eat 2 for the price of 1. I'm spreading a tiny bit of oil around in my baking dish. There we go. Now we can begin the rolling. Use a fork to close the roll. Please like and subscribe. Check the description for my favorite allergy-friendly substitutions. I know it's hard to wait, but now these guys need to rise for 4 hours. You can put them in after 3.5. I set my oven to the lowest temperature possible, 170, to allow the surface to heat ever so slightly. It's just warm to the touch, not hot at all, which will allow these to rise a little bit faster. Maybe I should also add, don't set them right over the oven vent. Otherwise you'll end up pre-baking your cinnamon rolls and they will not rise. Alright, the oven is preheated and our rolls are ready to go in. Oh, they're so beautiful! Alright, 30 minutes later, the cinnamon rolls are ready to come out. And I'm going to flip them over on this cooling rack. The silicone mat underneath the cinnamon rolls makes for easy cleanup. I scraped the bottom of the pan And I get to drizzle this onto the top of these lovelies. Woohoo! Check out this texture. Ooh, it's hot still. Okay, I'm gonna use forks. Okay, this is gonna be better. But anyways, look at this. Yes, yes, you're watching as I mutilate a perfectly good cinnamon roll. Show you this texture. So good. These cinnamon rolls freeze great, and just take them out one at a time, put them in the microwave for 30 seconds, and enjoy yourself a delicious cinnamon roll. Alright, now that it's not so hot, I just want to show you this texture. Look at that. This is another one I just have to demo for you.